right, GM everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to the game of musical monkey chat. Just kidding. Welcome to our weekly monkey town hall. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day so far. Not sure about you guys, but the DJ this week is definitely something different. So before we do anything, please appreciate our man. TD77. Is my volume actually a little bit down? Because yeah, I mean, it seems like it is working just all right to me. But let me know if okay, you guys are definitely messing around with me, and I fall for it again. All right, it's okay. It's part of the game. It's part of what happens every week. And before we dive straight into the agenda item, because I kid you not, 2 days ago, I was looking through the agenda item and I'm like, hey, you know what? This week is going to be amazing. We're going to have a pretty, short and quick town hall, wrap it up. Everyone can go for the amazing weekend. And I'm pretty excited as well to have an early night. And then 2 days later, we have a long list of agenda items. I guess that's how it works all week, and I think a couple of folks can vouch for that. Now, so before we dive right into this entire laundry list of agenda item, I just want to do a quick shout out to our monkeys at the Solana Crossroad. Hope you guys are having fun. Apparently, this is one of the largest community organized Solana conference event happening in Istanbul. I think there are a couple of our amazing fellow monkeys who are out there as well. Oh, did someone get timed out? Oops, oopsies, vlogs, apologies, sucks to see that. Hopefully you are all right. I just got distracted by that screenshot. But yes, shout out to our monkeys at Solana Crossroad. If you guys are there participating in the conference as well, feel free to go hang out with a couple of monkeys. I know the amazing Sticker Henry is there. English, no one owes you a mail because that bet was won a couple of weeks back. But let's see, contacting the connections or whatever you call it. That sounds correct. But all right, so without further delay, let's dive right into our newsletter for this week. And yes, Davey, welcome to Monkey Town Hall. Apparently, this is your first town hall. Hopefully, you enjoy hanging out with us. Note that towards the tail end of the town hall, we usually allocate some time as well for you to meet fellow monkeys. So stay tuned. We will have a section and we would love to invite you up here as well. All right. So without further delay, let's dive right into our news for this week. This is the Banana Split 117 edition. And I believe this is the Vancouver Monkey Meetup that was featured. I think Vibes just posted that a while back as well. Feel free to go check it out. Unfortunately, don't see Simon here because Simon decided to move. And I think he's living in a different city. Otherwise, Simon would 100% be inside this picture as well. And yes, welcome. Thank you for the very warm welcome. I'm not sure if I deserve this, but I appreciate that very much. Partnership updates. I'm not sure about you guys, but we're definitely ramping up a fair bit to see how we can best amplify Monkey Run projects as well as, trying to be a good steward in the ecosystem like we ought to be. And so that means partnering up, some of the, different protocols out there and trying to put monkeys at the forefront of everything that's happening. So shout out to her as well. She's been doing an amazing job there, helping to front a lot of the amazing conversations. Feel free to go check it out. All right. Governance updates. As we kind of were putting it together, we were of the impression that things are getting quiet, but no 2 day in Monkey DAO is the same. The governance section is definitely spicing up a little bit. There are a couple of proposals that are being put up. Highly encourage everyone to go check it out. Some including the LSTs and whatnot. And yeah, apparently Unjust is stealing Simon's job, and we have double updates, which is great. That or what is this? Solana pay as an option for merge. Yes, that is right. But yeah, if you guys haven't already seen it, please check out the vote proposal section, regardless whatever asset you hold, as long as you're a verified member of Monkey DAO, there's a way where you can participate as well for sure. Town Hall TLDR, just a quick update. Well, not exactly an update, but more like a reminder. Note that you don't have to sit through an hour long every week to listen to different monkey ramblings on things that are super exciting and super relevant to you, of course. If you want to have the option to just catch up via text, there's always the ability to use the command !town hall TLDR, and that will work. Otherwise, there's also the recording option available. The recording option is essentially the one that is uploaded on YouTube approximately 12 hours after every town hall ends. All right. So that is the town hall TLDR for you. For folks who are new to Monkey DAO, once again, the Monkey Weekly Town Hall is something that we do weekly, as the name suggests. This is a platform where we have initiated since the very beginning of Monkey DAO to bring fellow community members together, keep everyone updated on the latest happenings of the DAO, and more importantly, to meet new monkeys and welcome them to the community. All right. And yes, IRL events, as we mentioned as well, kicking off this week's town hall with a big shout out to the folks who are at the Solana Crossroads. Is one of the largest annual community conference hosted in Istanbul, Turkey. If you guys are out there, feel free to bring fellow monkeys together. There's apparently Island DAO, Singapore Community Mixer. There's also GM Vietnam happening. We'll bring up Cersei to chat a little bit more about this later on as well. The Solana Summit APAC, this is happening in KL. London Hacker House, we will have a section to highlight this as well, because I know Unjust and Simon would be there. So we will try to bring, or rather organize, a small little get together and bring our fellow monkeys who will be in London for a nice monkey get together session. All right. Monday Monkey Spotlight, just a reminder, this is a platform where we have curated for fellow monkey builders to be able to amplify and share everything that they are working on. If you are a builder and you are a verified member of Monkey DAO, there is always the ability for you to sign up for the Monday Monkey Spotlight. Note that this is entirely free. This is an initiative covered and by DAO to help amplify the different works that members could be working on. All right. So feel free to go check it out. Reach out to Simon or Dragon Farmer if you have any questions. Monkey Music, just a reminder, this is all about the good vibes. Feel free to go submit your song of the day if you have anything that you're listening to or anything that you are excited about. Now, Monkeys on Twitter, this is a very, very nice gentry. I can't help to, spot this by Jack TR. The handle on Twitter is @JackTR_. This is one of the cleanest monkey possibly in the entire collection, and the entire sort of Monkey DAO cap just matches it up perfectly. Wrapping a new SMB Gentry PFP for the birthday week. Join Monkey DAO with Gentry, vibe with some monkeys. And this is our favorite section, really. Every week we see more monkeys returning. Of course, the market continues to be the market. In terms of the NFT scene maybe is a little bit more muted, but I think we are very thankful that Monkey DAO continue to have a pretty lively global community, especially folks who are very active, passionate across the Web3 space as well, be it on Solana or beyond. All right, so that is one thing that we're very excited about. Feel free to go check it out. Again, if you are posting anything related to Monkey, let us know. Oh, Ben, good old Ben, shilling the alpha on the monkey merch. Well, I shouldn't be mentioning too much about this. I'm sure you guys will catch up on this later on as well. Now, before I wrap up the newsletter, just take note, the banana stand raffle, the barrel raffle happening on a weekly basis is possibly going to get wrapped up really soon. Moon Settler may wrap it up in just a couple of minutes or so. So if you guys do want to get your hands on the barrels and have a chance at winning, please do so right now. I kind of really want to do so, but let's see if I have time to do it within the next 5 minutes. But otherwise, I would be happy if anyone here wins. And that's a win for any monkey is a win for all. And yes, let's see. Okay, so I think this brings us towards the tail end of the newsletter. Maybe just it's good to take note. DAO services wise, I think the newsletter team has been amazing to put up this section to help provide more clarity specifically on what exactly does Monkey DAO offer. And maybe this is a good section. I know a lot of us may be already aware of this to some degree, But if your folks that you're chatting with, your friends, hey, what is this random monkey DAO that we are hearing about? Maybe this is a good section, and this could be helpful for you to share about what monkey DAO stands for. All right. Banana Stand Update, we'll bring up Moonsettler to talk a little bit about this as well. And nice one, Simon. Yes, thanks for dropping that post. This was amazing to be able to take some time off, get lost in the mountains, and be wearing and bringing Monkey merch. Monkey merch continues to be the lifestyle brand choice and nothing else. All right, so that's the newsletter for us this week. Thanks a lot, Simon and the newsletter team for putting it together. So let's move on to the next item. Next, we wanted to briefly just bring this up. This is, of course, no biggie. Not something that we always like to spend too much time on, but we thought it would be helpful to provide a reminder to folks about the COC, which is the Monkey Code of Conduct. Over the last week or so, we have seen some chatters, some conversations from select members that could involve a certain choice of words that could be a little bit offensive, including like sexist comments, racist comment, very degrading comments, etc. We just want to make sure that we can take this opportunity as well to remind folks to please refrain from such comments, things that you would expect different individuals, or given that we are such a diverse community, things may often get misinterpreted, although sometimes we know it's all in the spirit of fun. Please try to refrain from making all these nasty comments. Otherwise, it's going to be well, let's just put it this way. It's never really going to be a good thing to have to enforce anything. But in the event that we have to do so, and including taking actions like timing out, etc., we will have to do that. All right. And there are certain instances, for example, where we have to mute certain individuals and time out certain individuals. And please don't be offended, because this is all in the spirit of ensuring Monkey DAO remains a wholesome place, a place that is welcoming for individuals across all walks of life, and want to make sure that this continues to be a safe space for people to interact. All right. What did Misinterpreted do? No worry at all. Misinterpreted is 100% safe, more than safe. Flox, am I still allowed to say that you're still my little sushi man? Well, this is fine, I believe. No offensive, but Flox, I believe you have been flagged out a few times as well. So take this as a reminder on the loud hailer. Please try to refrain from funny comments so that we can help you to help us. All right. So appreciate you guys. Of course, Monkey DAO continues to be a very lively community, and that we are very grateful for. But it's also important for us to ensure that this remains a safe space for everyone else as well. All right. Next up, let's pass the time to Moonsettler, talk a little bit about the fun things, some exciting things in terms of the most recent month's wrap up, and look at some numbers. Moonsettler, GM, hope you are having a great start to your day. Let's run some numbers through today.
GM. So thank you for the time. Sorry, I was just closing off the raffle. So the raffle is now closed. We will be drawing that a little bit later here today. So just FYI there. So kind of want to start off with a couple updates for the Banana Stand. So first and foremost, want to announce that we've onboarded the team. So for context, we brought on Disha will represent the DAO as a tech lead, TWX will represent the DAO as a design lead, and Adalnimus will be one of our developers that will help with the development of Banana Stand primarily, as well as here and there with other DAO functions. Specifically for the tech lead and design lead, will be spanning across other DAO operations when it comes to design and development. So we'll be very involved in moving that practice forward and creating the right processes and standards to help enable more community members to get engaged, to contribute to different elements of the DAO when it comes to designing elements, building products, building features and services that we want to help stimulate more of and create an environment to enable our DAO members to be able to be involved in that. In addition to that, another update, just where we are in terms of our development and migration from Interlace. So that is still an ongoing process. We are hoping to wrap that up soon and essentially have full control over the entire code base, after which we will continue and move forward to delivering new features and capabilities within the Banana Stand. Some of the first things we'll do is address a lot of the items that have been raised by community members so far to enhance the marketplace experience that you have on there. So being able to streamline how you purchase tickets, being able to simplify like your wallet select and all that sort of stuff, as well as better tracking of your bananas of when they get awarded. We know we get a lot of tickets from a lot of people sometimes inquiring about whether they receive their bananas or not. So we'll be streamlining that, as well as some really cool new features that we'll be rolling out pretty quickly thereafter as well. Things around profiles and actually enabling profiles on Banana Stand, getting a better sense of who you are as a community member, and having elements to display and the experience around that. Badges are a big thing. Badges will be incorporated in representing and reflecting membership loyalty and tenure and things like that, different participation across IRL events. And all these badges will eventually lead to different multipliers and different ways that you can enhance your Banana Stand earnings to get more and more bananas. So that will be really exciting and really cool. Obviously, of course, we are also... Do we call them bold? No, we don't call them bold badges. Well, we could, but yeah. Anyway, so the another thing, we are obviously exploring and looking at different ways that we can engage and create a broader social footprint for our community and with our community. So exploring and looking into different options of ways that we can drive that engagement to also reward you with bananas. And one other thing with Banana Stand, we talk about it a lot. The whole focus is a lot of the money that comes into the DAO and everything goes back, and the goal is to make it go back to the community. So we do want to stimulate more prizes, more different types of items on the Banana Stand, merch, for example, in the future. I know that there was a comment in the thread there today. So these are all things that we're actively exploring and looking into. So yeah, with that all being said, we do want you as the community to be very involved and engaged in how we develop and move the Banana Stand platform forward as a community. So we will have constant feedback loops when we have new concepts, new ideas, and new features that we want to roll out. We want you all to be engaged and involved in testing that out and getting your feedback and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. We will be doing regular share outs, regular updates to make sure everybody's involved. That's kind of an update of where we are in terms of like the build and the team and everything there. And I'll also just quickly touch on here before I'll hand it off is, as you probably saw posted on our Twitter, is our April stats report. We had a really successful month, I think, with the Banana Stand. We obviously ran the 420 campaign, which we provided more prizes for the community to redeem. To put it into context, I know some people are not always attuned to it, but with the market value of when we post these items, we do track it all. For example, in April alone, like the value of everything that we put up was over $55,000 that was contributed and returned back to the community. So that's really exciting. We obviously had a really good month with earning bananas with the increase in messages and PFPs. So we will look to explore and experiment more with those types of engagement tactics to really drive and push that presence of monkeys out on the timeline. So yeah, if anyone has any questions about any of like the stats, any information about the Banana Stand, always feel free to reach out. Always happy to have that conversation, and we will be a lot more visible and a lot more active as a team going forward with everything that we're looking to develop and evolve within the Banana Stand. That's it for me. Back over to you, Jemmy.
All right, thanks a lot, Moon. Appreciate that. That's super helpful. Hope you guys are excited for Banana Stand as much as we are as well. Now, let's move on for now. The next item that we wanted to bring up is related to committee initiatives. As some of us may have already been aware as well, with this new cycle, what we are trying to be a little bit more active, or should I say proactive, and is across the different verticals like the community frontier especially. And so finding different ways to support community run initiatives, and this is one excellent example of such. So today we want to bring up King Con to share with us a little bit about this latest photo finish community initiative. So King Con GM, thanks for taking the time to join us. Very excited to have you. Feel free to share with us some of the latest updates regarding the photo finish and what this is about.
Yeah, GM, everybody. For anyone who doesn't know what photo finish is, it is a Solana project, but it's virtual horse racing. And now with the help of this exec team and the board, we've been able to create a community-run stable. We do have a management team. We have a multi-sig with our treasury. And I'm going to post our channel. We actually do have a Monkey DAO Stables channel. You can find it under miscellaneous, right under the Monkey Access assets and Web3U create. So hop in there. There's a lot more info in there, but I'll try to be really quick. Our goals are to raise money and build out this stable. We are going to have a total available of 100 shares, but 50 shares will not be available until a later date. We just want to be clear about everything from the beginning. So there are 50 shares available right now. So far, we have raised about $8,000 or 16 shares and continued to build it out. We've been active for less than a week, so we've had a lot of really positive feedback from everybody and great ideas. Going forward, we plan to do quite a few events, from naming events, stat reveal, community input. So we want every single member to be involved. Whether you're a shareholder or not, we want... Yeah, great question, Raiden. Just DM me or put in the group chat. Our management team right now is Ben Bottle and I, and we are open to getting some people on our Twitter. We'd love to hire some Twitter and get more community outreach that way. If you have any questions, put it in the Monkey DAO stables, or feel free to DM me or Ben. Our DMs are always open. Happy to chat anytime. Thank you guys for having me up.
All right, thanks a lot, King Kong. Really appreciate that, and we are very excited as well to be able to, support the initiative in the name of Monkey DAO, and we also participated in it as a collective to support the initiative. King Kong and Ben Bottle is leading on this photo finish one that King Kong just shared with us about. And I believe we've bought in for 2 shares as well via the committee. And the goal of doing so is also just to ensure that everybody also has an opportunity to participate. So if you guys are interested, feel free to go check it out. This is the first, or rather one of the first few of many different sort of experiment or community run related initiatives that we would love to support. Now, another one that I just wanted to quickly mention as well, we didn't slot this in formally, is the shout out for the poker initiative. This was run by Raiden. Just take note that the poker, the different poker games are still being organized by Raiden, as well as a couple of the friends, fellow monkeys. There are approximately over a couple of thousand in terms of like prizes that is given out, and this poker games are actually run weekly on Sundays. I believe this is like let me check the time. This is 1 second. Yeah, this is 10 p.m. UTC, as Raiden has shared earlier as well. So if you guys are interested, go check it out. I just posted the Telegram that Raiden shared with us there. Reach out to friends who like poker, and especially folks who may be interested in buying a Gentry for the free rolls. This could be a great way to onboard committee, and feel free to go check it out. All right. Thanks a lot, Raiden. Appreciate you guys for running this initiative. And, as usual, if you guys are thinking about, hey, this is great seeing King Kong, Ben, Raiden running this sort of amazing community initiatives, how can I be a part of it? So if you guys have any interesting idea, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to find different ways to empower all of you to be able to do what you like and leverage on this to bring the community together. All right. And yeah, and this is probably a good time to remind you guys that Monkey DAO is only what it is because of this entirely huge and largely empowered community that we have, and so we want to continue strengthening that. All right, so next up, let's move on for now. There's a quick finance update that we wanted to share. As we know, the month of April has already ended. Time flies. Yes, I know as well. And so the month of April finances, this has been wrapped up as well. Take note that April, the royalties are still potentially a little bit higher. We saw a relatively good run towards the closure of the 420. So royalties for Gen 2 closed up at 143,000, which is a pretty significant total number if you ask me. And Gen 3 royalties continue to be at the range of around 15k, barrels around 2k. There's also like staking revenue as well. And take note that IRL events, there is actually a couple. A little bit more outflow, largely because all the funds that we actually collected in the previous months were actually disbursed out for the payments of hotels, etc. Take note that the DAO is usually the effect in terms of the DAO financially on all these IRL events we organize is usually at least a net break even. So don't be too sort of taken aback if you see the numbers of like 113 for the month of April. And that's largely because if you look at the month of March, the IRL events inflow was around 100,000. All right. So this 100,000 was eventually used to pay the hotels, etc. for NYC, Breakpoint as well. There's a couple of hotels, etc. So feel free to go check it out. All right. And yeah, I think with that itself, maybe it's also helpful to point out that of course, with the latest update of the Gen 2 royalties, with May, June, or the upcoming months as well, we do not expect, Gen 2 to be contributing any part of the revenue for now, at least. All right. And so that's one thing to take note of. And, this is the wrap up for the month of April. All right. And as usual, if you guys have any feedback, feel free to let us know. I think the airdrops is actually a little bit more than the 31, but I think that could have been captured previously as well, because we do have the different sort of Jupe, Hanser, etc. And hopefully, whichever that comes through that could be relevant, we want to try to capture that as well. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. If you guys are interested, feel free to use the comment and then go check it out. And just a reminder as well, there was a proposal that was pushed out regarding Gen 3 points booster. Note that, of course, we are not Magic Eden, so we are not able to decide what they do. Anything related to this point booster program is entirely decided by the protocols themselves. The same case for, for example, previously when Tensor had a similar setup, etc. Of course, what we can do at least is to bring it up to them and see what some of their comments and feedback on this is about, and then see whether this is feasible, etc. from there, based on their own team's assessment. All right. So just to let you know, while the proposal does have did have good intention and to help amplify the Gen 3 collection, we will bring up to Magic Eden and let them decide from there. All right. And yes, this is actually going to be one of the pretty exciting update I want to share. I'm not sure if Stro is around, but I want to do a quick shout out as well to Stro. What sound do cats make in your country? Well, my country, well, I live in monkey land, so there's no cats, only monkeys. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm so distracted. Let's see, what do I want to say? Okay, yes, I finally I found the point now. Thanks a lot, and just appreciate that. Breakpoint Singapore additional rooms. If you guys are not aware of yet, the 2 monkey hotels that we launched were a full 100% sell out. There was no way we can get additional rooms. One, partially because the price that we managed to secure for everyone is literally one of the best price that's available in the market. 2 is because this is F1 season. There's Token 2049. There's Solana Breakpoint Conference. So it's almost impossible to try to get rooms sometimes. And the good news is that the hotel that we managed to link up, they do have a sister sort of property, which is right beside them, Hotel Grand Central, and this is called Hotel Chancellor. So let me link it here very quickly. We managed to secure additional room for Breakpoint, and this is just around $100, slightly more expensive across the 4 nights. So every night essentially maybe is around like $20 to $30 more per night, but overall it's still a very, very affordable option for you to consider. This is Hotel Chancellor at Orchard, a pretty central location as well, if you ask me. I think Cersei can vouch for it as well. So if you guys haven't already purchased your Breakpoint rooms and you plan to be there for Solana Conference Breakpoint, this is your chance to do so. There is a cutoff, unfortunately, for this. I think if you are interested, please make your purchase by 14 May, right? That is the 14 May Asia. So essentially within the next 5 days. If you are interested, please do so. We can probably secure 20 to 30 rooms at max, but the number of rooms is pretty volatile because there are, the moment we announce it, there are other sort of committees who may potentially move to approach them and secure the block bookings before we do. So take note, if you guys want to secure your rooms, do so within the next 5 days. Otherwise, it will be really, really hard for us to try to find additional rooms for you. All right. So that is the option. Take note that this is a business hotel, not anything like too fancy or too crazy. But given that you are likely going to be out and about for the entire duration, it's probably a very decent option. All right. So that is the Breakpoint update for you guys. Next up, we want to do a quick shout out to the Vietnamese monkey community. And I know that we have a couple of Vietnamese monkey community in the chat today as well. Make some noise if you are from Vietnam monkey community. And so far, the protocol is helping to host the third Viet monkey meetup happening on the 15th May. If you guys are in Vietnam, or if you are a fellow Vietnam-based monkey, feel free to go check it out and participate in that. I think AnsoFi team, Dre has helped us copy that out as well. Feel free to go check out the tweet. We have also created a sort of thumbnail for you guys to take note of. There's a Vietnam monkey meetup here, literally happening on the May 15th. All right. Now, we continue to be very impressed by the size of the Vietnamese monkey community. It's growing really quickly. The chat today, as I last saw it, had over 40 monkeys so far. This is possibly one of the fastest growing local chapters that we've seen, and we are very excited to see how we can further support that a little bit further. So the next point I wanted that we want to bring up is probably going to be pretty exciting. Cersei, feel free to come up and share with us some alpha around GM Vietnam. Passing the time to Cersei.
Yes, hello. Yeah, like before I share more about GM Vietnam, I just want to give an extra shout out to Jeremy for finding even more hotel rooms for Monkey, because it is really difficult to find hotel rooms during F1 season. And Jeremy seduced the auntie, like the old lady, and then she decided to give him more rooms. Like this is based on a real story. I'm not even kidding. Like he chatted with her like for 2 hours, and then she just gave him a good price. So yeah, Jeremy is an auntie charmer. and this is really based on a true story. Okay, but anyway, if any of you guys are around the area in Southeast Asia, there will be this crypto event, GM Vietnam, that's going to be happening, and it is free to enter, like the most lowest tier. So because we're trying to like improve our presence in the Southeast Asia region, we are going to be hosting an event with quite a lot of big big communities. For example, just to say a few, like I'm just sharing the alpha now, even though we haven't announced yet. If you're in the area, so just plan to go to GM Vietnam, because we collaborated with Super Team Vietnam, collaborated with Cube Exchange, we have Zeus Network, we have Multi, and there's just like 4 of, I think, the lineup of 8 projects that will be co-hosting this event together, and we're going to bring in a lot of VCs, and if you guys are in Asia and you want to like shill your projects to VCs, then yeah, go ahead. Jeremy Jam, the anti-charmer. But yes, thanks Jeremy for his anti-charming abilities, and we got like 30 more hotels at such great prices. But yeah, let's go. Hope to see you guys in Vietnam. Me and Jeremy will be flying over from Singapore, and if you are from Hong Kong, yes, Virgo, we're gonna host the event with Multi. There'll be Multi to drink in this Vietnam event. So please go to Vietnam during GM Vietnam, and we can drink Multi together. Okay, back to you, Jeremy.
All right, thanks a lot, Cersei. I'm really excited to, have us post that banner that we see it already. But unfortunately, this banner is still in preparation. Some of the Vietnam monkeys would know it as well, because a lot of them are helping us to organize it. Shout out to the entire Super Team Vietnam for helping front the efforts there. Once this is ready, keep a lookout for the socials. We will send it out and let everyone who's interested to sign up as well. All right, so thank you very much for everyone who actually contributed to this. This was really impressive, because this was literally just a brief idea that we had coming out from Southeast Asia Blockchain Week, which is like, 2 weeks ago. And to be able to put this event together and bring together all the different committees and protocols in just about 3 to 4 weeks is really impressive. And I think we continue to be very impressed by the Vietnam Monkey chapter as well. All right, now the next point we wanted to talk about is going to be pretty exciting as well. Of course, the merch, you guys have seen it as well. Tausi keeps posting about this on the chat, which is a little bit of an alpha leak. But let's bring up the man behind the scenes, Ben Bottle, who has been working on getting the merch ready, to share with us why you should be getting hold of this bundle of merch, or this series of merch that we are pushing out. GM Ben.
GM. So yeah, you saw that the announcement. We have a new pack of merch, and so you can pre-order the whole bundle. So this is a new hoodie, hat, and t-shirt, and you can also buy this item individually. So the way we wanted to do it, and to be sure that everyone get their size, nobody is missing out, that we have a pre-order period until May 18th that you can order all the size that you need, and we'll make them manufactured. After the 18th, we'll still have the product on the store, but there will be limited size. So if you want to be sure you have your size ordered, do it in the next 8 days, and so you don't miss out on all of that. And from just a small comment from Tozy, yes, there are more pictures in the individual product page on the store, so you can see the general picture on the bundle if you look at buying the bundle, but you'll see also more picture of the hoodie, of the t-shirt, and the ads on individual pages. So you can also see that the ads are pretty sick. They have like a lot of hidden Monkey DAO stuff into it. And that's it. And maybe a last word, Jamie, on the fact that we still have some Monkey DAO towel, beach towels, some mystery packs, some shoelaces. Use the bundle order to add this product into it. So you group the shipping. And last word on shipping, that shipping will start. Will be the all product will be shipped from the US, but we are shipping US, Europe, all the rest of the world. So there is no limitation there. And a last shout out to the DAO and the exec team to make that happen, because we are not making much margin on the merch. We are covering a big part of the shipping. Even if you pay for it, the actual cost of the shipping is more than what you will be paying. So the DAO is covering that part too. So that's really the goal, is to get all our members, all our monkey getting their beautiful merch in their hands. That's it, Jamie.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Ben. Although, one thing that I did catch is that Ben keeps talking about size. It does get me a little bit wondering what size he's talking about. Maybe he's deploying a lot of capital as we speak today, trying to scoop up everything that is out there in the market. Well, thanks a lot, Ben. Appreciate that. As Ben mentioned as well, shipping is and still continues to be a pain in the ass, largely because of how global our network is, which is really a happy problem. But maybe one day when we all move to a monkey island, this would not be a problem anymore. One day. Now, let's move on for now. Very quickly, we want to also bring up the attention of this London Hacker House that is happening. I believe Anjas and Super Simon will be there themselves. So Anjas, if you want to maybe come up and share with the community members on some of the alpha, on what to expect, and maybe is there an event upcoming, a little side event? I believe we would love to hear from you as well.
All right. Good morning, GM to everyone out there, wherever you are. Simon's sharing the link to the chat that's here. We have a whole thing going on. So just wanted to reach out to anyone that's going to be in London for the Hacker House. It's not until July, so it's still about 7 weeks out. So you got lots of time to figure out if you're going to be able to make it over. As of right now, Simon... Stop it, English. Simon and I will be there. I live like a stone's throw away, so I'm super excited to be able to go. And from there, oh my God, I can't tell it. Okay. Nonetheless, we are planning to have at least one event, maybe two. Who knows? At this time, we have about 38 people that are inside the chat. So if you're going, be sure to join the Telegram. Just like all the other Telegram groups that we've been making, you got to get admitted by sending a message. We're not just letting anyone in. We're making sure that it is super, not so much secret, but just at least held down to being Monkey DAO members only. And so that we can organize from there. Right now, with the amount of members that we have, we're starting to look into event space where we can do something. One of the events that worked out really, really well in New York was one that was hosted by ZBrick. It was kind of like a small event at a nice bar. We're kind of thinking of something like that as like a get monkeys together. And then, of course, from there, there will more likely be side events. So we'll start to coordinate all those this coming month so that they're all organized. So if you are coming and you're going to be in the area, please make sure to join in on the group and say hello so that we can get some beers in London. It looks like the man, the myth, the legend himself, Nam, will also be there, and he will be drinking many beers. So, at worst, if you don't want to see any monkeys, you can try to hunt around for Nam and see him somewhere. But yeah, that's about it for now. We'll have more alpha a little bit later. Get in the group as soon as you can, and beers on Nam. All right. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, thanks a lot, Anjas. I believe there is already enough reasons for you guys to be at London Hacker House if you are still kind of on the edge of deciding. Norm will be there, it seems. And free beers, always good. Always a good time. All right, I feel like we're actually really getting better at this. This is maybe 10 minutes towards the end, and we are just about the end as well. And before we run straight into the raffle section, let's bring up Cersei once again to talk a little bit about the latest partnership developments and some of the things that fellow monkeys could want to keep a lookout for as well. So GM Cersei, let's bring you up here once again.
Yes, hello. I just wanted to mention quickly that this week there are 2 partnerships to update, and I don't actually know what they're going to give us, but of course, like, I am an optimist and I hope it will be an airdrop, but they didn't say that. So the first task was quite simple. It's just to join their Discord. So it's like I think what I just wanted to say is just I write all the partnerships actionables as simple as I can, so you guys will just know what to do. So just want to say that if you read it, please do the actionables, because we don't know if you're gonna get an airdrop. And no, I wish I get a Monad airdrop, but we'll still try and talk to them. Drinks on aunties in SEA. Thanks to Jerry. Yeah, let's hope Jerry seduce all the aunties, and then we get free drinks for our Singapore events. But yes, that's all. Do when I tell you to do actionables, please do. And also there's this secret mystery whitelist. There's this really upcoming mint that is coming up, and they want to handpick their own whitelist for monkeys. So go ahead and fill that form out, and I hope like as many of us get handpicked as possible. But yeah, back to Jeremy. Holy, I guess.
All right, thanks a lot, Cersei. Really appreciate that. I'm reading some things that I don't know if I should comment about, but I feel like I should just move on to keep ourselves safe. All right, thanks a lot, Cersei. Appreciate it. As always, it's always a fun time to hear about partnership updates. Now, before we go straight into the raffle, this is now the section where we can meet and welcome new fellow monkeys into the community. Is there any monkeys who just joined us for the first few times and have not yet had the opportunity to come out and introduce yourself? If you are here and you are new, feel free to let us know. We would love to invite you up here so that we can get to meet you and say hi to you as well. If you are here, please tag myself, tag Super Simon, and we would love to send you an invite to come up to the stage to speak. You have just a couple of seconds to decide and tag us. I see a couple of new names out there as well. Whoa, that was a tricky emoji from Tausi. All right, within 3 seconds, it's gone. This is hilarious. Norm definitely having a lot of fun today. Yeah, that is a good sign. That is a good sign. All right, Midnight, welcome to the family. It seems like you mentioned earlier that this is your very first town hall. If you do want to come out and say hi, let us know. Otherwise, is there any more new monkeys in the room who is not shy and is comfortable enough to want to come out and say hi today? If yes, do let us know. Vlogs, this is gonna get you timeout for 3 days. If you try it again, I am not gonna try to help you anymore. All right, last shout out. Any more new monkeys? Otherwise, oh, lovely. Yes, Midnight. Let us send you an invite to come out and speak, and at the same time, also remove your green tag. Welcome to the family. We would love to meet you. Feel free to unmute your mic and speak.
Hello, monkeys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. GM, welcome to the family.
GM, I'm glad to be here. Just want to say hi. I joined Monkeys about a month ago, but this is my first town hall, and it's a breath of fresh air how organized you guys are. I love all of the positive energy and diversity of the community. So, yeah, just happy to be here. Keep on killing it.
All right, welcome to the family. Really appreciate you taking the time to come out and join us speak as well. Feel free to let us know if it can be helpful in any way. Very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, I see that we have a hand possibly raised, or was it sent by Cersei? I think Kai from Singapore. I see that very nice Singapore flag, very iconic as well. Very, very relevant. Kai, if you want to come out and say hi, we would love to meet you and help us fly the Singapore flag high. We are definitely very fortunate to have a pretty active Singapore monkey membership base as well. So if you do want to come up, let us know. We would love to invite you up. Otherwise,
I just want to say, I wanted Kai onto Solana with Bonk. Like, I think he bought Bonk first. Like, Bonk was his route to Solana, and then he got the monkey because it's an ETH friend. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, lovely. That's amazing to hear. So Cersei onboarded Kai onto Monkey DAO via Bonk. So this is a double win. Both very heavily involved with monkeys and very heavily affiliated with monkeys. That is a great sign. Type of Bonk there. Welcome to the community, Kai. No worries. I know that this may not be the most convenient environment for you to speak today, but still very excited to have you here. Welcome to the family. Excited to meet you in person one day. All right, so no more new monkeys. It's time to transit to the section that everybody is waiting for. I feel like I'm actually running like a Law 3 or something, this like, weird Law 3 announcer or something. So in order to save myself, I'm going to pass the time right to Moon Settler right now so that I don't have to be the one doing this Law 3 announcement. Moon, GM, let's do it.
GM. All right. We'll go ahead with this week's raffle on just if you can, I can take over the screen share here. Second. All right, let me share my screen. You all can see my screen?
Yep,
all
we
right.
can see it.
Cool.
Wow.
So this is the list for this week's Week 24 raffles. We sold 425 tickets, as you can see here. Gone ahead and input the names here in the name picker. So we'll go ahead and get started. Similar to last week, we'll get all 5 draws in one go here. So we'll have 5 winners all selected there. We'll go ahead and confirm the list. You can see the full list, 425 names here. And we'll go ahead and get started. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the 5 winners for this week: DJ Olmla, Hunter Ape, Nothing Lewis, BMT05, and Darren Blessburgers. Congratulations. Those are the 5 winners for this week's raffle. We'll have the next raffle up here pretty soon, within the next day or so. TBD. It will be dropped randomly. But yeah, if you didn't win this week, good luck next week. We'll be publishing the results here shortly. And yeah, that's it for this week's raffle. Back over to you, Jemmy.
All right. Thanks a lot, Moon Settler. Appreciate that. Congratulations as well to everyone who won it. Otherwise, let's keep chanting and let's keep saying that this is rigged. This is definitely rigged. All right. I believe we have reached the tail end of this week's agenda item that we've prepared. Once again, appreciate everyone for taking out your precious Friday to join us every week. Monkey DAO continues to be one of the most active community, and we are extremely proud and grateful for that. Let's keep this going. Keep up the high spirits with everyone. We are excited to bring folks back every week. And take note that there is also a Monkey Mingle that is organized, or rather, as Simon called it, the after party organized by Deaf Majesty. If you guys are available, please port over to the Portals environment. Feel free to hang out there as well. Otherwise, there could also be some light music being played in the background before the town hall is fully transited out as well. All right, if you take the first. All right, so last shout out, if you guys are available, Monkey Mingle is going to happen on the Portals environment. Look out for Deaf Majesty or ping her. Deaf Majesty can drop the link right now as well in the Town Hall Tech Chat thread, so you guys know where to go for the Monkey Mingle, which is also known as the after party. All right. Otherwise, sending everyone an amazing good vibes for the upcoming weekend. Happy Touch Grass. Thanks again for taking time out of your precious Friday to join us. Happy touching grass over the weekends, and sending only good vibes to you and your loved ones this weekend. Let's send the pump it up vibes.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.